I'm Shelly Turner with the Builderall team. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a magic funnel inside of Cheetah. Now, a magic funnel is a funnel that allows you to collect information about a subscriber, but also in the background, create a brand new account on Builderall. So you're actually doing two things. You're collecting their information through an opt-in form, and you're automatically creating a new account inside of Builderall. So let's go ahead and hop into Cheetah. So I'm going to go to Apps and then Cheetah. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and click Create New Website, and I'm going to name my website. So now I've got a title and a description, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull from a blank template. So it creates an empty page for me, just one page for this particular website. So I'm going to go ahead and click Edit Page. And now here I can start editing my page. So I'm going to do some really simple things. The first thing is I'm going to add some panels. So I'm going to click here, and we will choose a first fold, and we'll choose a good design for a first fold. So I'm going to scroll down, and now choose this one right here. So I'm going to click and activate that, and it pulls that panel in for me. And now that I've got that panel in, I'm going to go ahead and add one more panel, which is the footer. So I'll click Panels and go down to Footer, and I'll choose one of the footers to add. So we'll add this one right here. And now that's added to the bottom area. So what this is a magic funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure to add that content there. I'm going to remove this button because I don't need it on this particular page because we're going to be using the form. So now I've got some content on there, and now I'm going to start configuring the form to be a magic funnel. But I don't need this form here, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And I'm going to go to Add and Elements, and I'm going to just scroll down until I find my magic form, and then I'm going to click and drag that over. So now I've got the magic form in there, and I'm going to change the size to fit the area that it's in. So we'll kind of click and drag that over, just like that. And then we'll kind of move this back over to where it was. There we go. And I'm going to change this wording a little bit. Perfect. So now we've got a little bit of content information in there. We've got a footer that we can change. We don't have to have all these items on there. You can actually change this the way you want it. But the main thing is that we need to focus on this contact form, which is actually a magic funnel form. So I've done a lot to this website already, so I'm going to click Save, and then that's fine. But before I make too many changes, I'm going to go ahead and create my thank you page. The thank you page is where they land after they fill out this magic form. So I'm going to go back to my page list, and this page right here, I'm just going to duplicate it because all of the colors are there that I need. So I'm just going to click the triple dots, and I'm going to duplicate, just like that. And now I'm going to click Edit Page, and I can take the form off of this second page because I won't need it. And then I can change the wording a little bit, and I'll change the size just a little bit, make it fit in that space. There we go. And I'll click and drag it over here, and we'll get rid of these boxes. And so I'll put that there, and then I'll make a copy of this, and I'll change it a little bit. We'll put that under there. And now here we can have some instructions on how to get started. So, all right, so we've got some steps in there, and you would be able to add your own content on the information that you want to give your people on how to get started. And then I'll click and drag to make all of this white to make sure that it all matches, just like that. And we'll pretend like that thank you page is actually ready to go. And remember, I've made a lot of changes. So I'm going to click Save, and then that's fine. And so now we've got our thank you page ready to go. And I need to get the URL for this thank you page. It's actually very important that I have the URL to it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my page list. And for this page, I'm going to go ahead and click the down arrow and go to Website. And there's the page. That's what it looks like right now. And I'm just going to copy this link right here, just like that. So now I have it copied inside of my clipboard here. I'm going to go back to that first page that has the magic form, and we're going to configure that. So there's our magic form. I'm going to click on here, and then we'll click Set Fields. And I'm going to go into the Fields area, and I don't need to change any of these except for where it says Tag Internals. I want to make sure when this is added in the Mailing Boss that it has the exact tag that I want. So I'm going to click the Edit button, and where it says Magic Funnel, I can change that to whatever value I want to put on there. And then once I change that, I'm going to click Save, and then I'm going to save the form. I'm going to go back into the form one more time, and I'm going to go to Action. Now here's where we're going to set the action of what happens after they click the Submit button. And we want this to be a magic funnel, which creates the account in the background. So to do that, I need to click here to go into the Funnel Club and the link generator. So I'm going to click here. That takes me to a new page. And on this new page, I'm going to go to where it says Link Generator, and I'm going to choose Magic Funnel. And here is where I can set up my magic funnel to do exactly what I want it to do. So the first item is, do I want to register them on the free plan, or do I want to register them on the test period plan, which is the 14-day free trial? I want to give them the free plan, so I'm going to check mark that. Also, do I want to give myself Cheetah access to their account, which means if they sign up, I will be able to access their Cheetah websites for them. I'm going to leave this unchecked. Then the redirect after register. So what URL do you want to send them to after they click the Submit button? So I'm going to use the URL, and remember I copied that onto my clipboard, so I can click right here and paste, and that's the link of the thank you page that they'll go to once they complete the form. I can also choose to send them to a plan, so I can give them the free website, but then offer to let them upgrade by sending them to a plan page once they hit submit on the magic form. I'm going to choose the URL and send them to a thank you page. I can also choose to add them to a mailing boss list if they go through this magic funnel. So I already have it set up in my system so that if they go into my leads, all of my leads go into a very specific mailing boss list, so I don't need to configure this list myself, but you can actually click it and add them to any list that you have available in your mailing boss form. So once I configure this exactly the way I want it, I click Get Link. And now it creates a link for me that I can now copy. So here's my little copy button. I'm going to copy that link. And now I'm going to go back to my magic form, and I'm going to paste it in that action field. And now everything's configured so that once they fill out the form and hit submit, they will be creating a new account in Builderall. They will be added to my lead list, and because I've got it set up already, they'll also be added to my mailing boss, and they will be sent to the thank you page that I created. So now I just click Save, and I've completely set up my magic funnel. Now all I have to do is click Save again to save the page, and click That's Fine, and then Close. And now this is actually ready to go, and you've set up a system where you can not only collect the lead, but in the background it will create a brand new Builderall account for this new subscriber. If you were going to test this form, it's actually very important that you test it a specific way. So if I go back to my page list here, I can actually go to that home page, and I can go to the triple dots and go to website page, and that takes me to this page with the opt-in form. So I can click to highlight the URL, and then I'm going to copy that URL. Now to test this, I need to go into incognito mode in my browser. And what incognito mode means is that it can't see that I'm already logged into Builderall. If you try to do this and you are already logged into Builderall, it will see you as logged into Builderall and it won't create the new account. You can't test it completely. So I need to go into incognito to test it. So to do that in Chrome, I go up to this upper right hand corner and click this little icon here and go to New Incognito Window. Then I'm going to paste this into the URL field and hit Enter. And that opens up this opt-in form now, so I can start filling it out. And what should happen is once you fill it out and hit Submit, it should take you to your thank you page that you created, but also in the background it should create a brand new account that should show up in your lead list. And then if you've set up your lead list to go into a specific mailing boss list, that lead will also show up as a subscriber in your mailing boss list, so you can start sending them some emails. So that's how you set up the magic funnel inside of Cheetah in Builderall.